Well, it may be threatening to rain in Seoul, but it's pretty much perfect here at Birch Hill Country Club for the final round of the McCol Mono Park Ladies Open here at the Yong Pyong Resort. Timothy Lowe here welcoming you in to another fabulous Sunday showdown on the KLPGA Tour. Park Hyun-kyung looking to become yet another three-time winner on tour this season. She took a one-stroke lead into the final round, but has been caught by Choi Rim, who's never won on the KLPGA Tour. Some fabulous golf from Choi, including a birdie on the ninth to move into a share of the lead with Hyun-kyung at 11 under par. Rather congested at 9 under and 8 under as a couple of contenders looking to line up behind your top two should they slip up. But Hyun-kyung with a lovely wedge shot into the accessible pin on the ninth has given herself an opportunity to move back into that solo lead with 9 holes to play. As we head out to the golf course, this is Kwon Seo-yeon. Lost her card at the end of 2023. Plays on the Dream Tour now. What a huge opportunity for her to snag some much-needed Korean won and some valuable points in her bid to reclaim full status on the KLPGA Tour. Got into that final group courtesy of a 66 yesterday morning. She's currently 8 under par, just treading water this Sunday. Kim Yeon-hee, another looking for a big Sunday finish. She's 4 under through the turn, but unable to collect a 5th birdie of the day. They're at 10. She'll stay in that group at 9 under. So Yeon-jung looking for a second win in 10 months. Won the KGE Daily Ladies Open at Sunning Point towards the end of last year. That is a rather tentative effort from So Yeon-jung. Raced into the championship lead with an opening round of 63, but hasn't really been able to do much since. Back out to 10 and Jo Hye Lim for a birdie. That one going to drift low. Fine birdie there for Min Hee-jung. In the company of Bang Shin-sil today, former Korean Women's Open champion. Now Seo-yeon. Lengthy par-saving putt at 9. Nicely holed for Kwon. Third shot into the par 5 10th. And today on that front left portion for Lee Ji-hyun 3. 6 players tied at 9 under. 5 more back at 8. And that's not going to be the easiest of putts that Lee's left herself. You can see that big bound she's got to contend with. Now Hyun-kyung to reclaim a one-shot advantage. Very well done indeed. This was the time in the round yesterday where she really started to put her foot on the gas pedal. 6 straight birdies round the turn. Moved her into contention, and she has looked very comfortable in that spot. Now, to the lady who had a share of the lead, Choi Rim, tee shot at 10. Didn't look best pleased with that, and I think that's come up just short of that pink sanded fairway bunker. To the par 3 12th, and Lee Dong-eun, rookie on tour this season, already had a runner-up finish at the Nexen St. 9 Masters at Gimhae Gaya. Been just 13 paces on the front of the green at this par 3. Somewhere right about there. Excellent from Lee. Choi Min-kyung playing alongside Choi Ye-rim. Strays wide, but not going to threaten the cart path and the trouble beyond it. It's a par 5, so it shouldn't bother Choi Min Kyung too much, you'd think. Min Byul in for the green and 2. Finds herself in the green side bunker, but a lot of sand to cover and a downhill slope to negotiate once this gets on the green. That one came out a lot lower than she would have liked. Second shot on the way to 11. It's a good one. Been very similar to where it was for Friday's opening round. So you're going to see a lot more birdies on this hole than to yesterday's back flag. And for the second week in a row, Park Hyun Kyung is going to stand on the 10th tee on Championship Sunday with the lead on the KLPGA Tour. It was an almost 18-month winless drought before she finally collected another title at the Jeju Samdasu Masters last year. She's picked off 3 since. Yong looking to lay it up. And is just going to creep into the step, kind of rough it looks like. Talked about the amount of movement in this putt for Lee Ji-hyun 3. Rakes across from right to left, tries to work its way back at the end. Good read. A decent effort. Choi Min Kyung going with the hybrid from that right rough. They just want to avoid those little cross bunkers in the middle of the fairway. And she has not been able to do that. That's going to be awkward now. Hit on the green, Kim Min Byul for her birdie. Play off her power. She's got to eat up the par 5s if she wants to give herself any chance of a first tour title. It's only going to be a par to start the backside for last season's Rookie of the Year. Yerim did find that fairway bunker pretty close to the lip, so she's going to be laying up and a little bit further back than she would have liked for her third. Gives you a good idea of what the players see when they stand on this 10th tee, elevated well above the level of the fairway. Pink sanded fairway trap, very much in play if you do pull a tee shot, but if you leak it a little right, easy for that ball to bounce off that downslope, so jump across the cart path and find some of those trees that flank so many of the holes here at Birch Hill. Put on an absolute driving clinic yesterday, did Park Hyun Kyung. He missed one fairway on Saturday. That's excellent. On the narrowest portion of this 10th fairway, no less. Well, Bang Shin-sil would be a little annoyed that she didn't birdie the 10th, missed about a 4-footer. She can attack this pin at 12, but not there. Left of this reed on a downslope. That could be a little bit of a problem for Shinsil. Back to 11. And a birdie look for Kim Yeon-hee. Lead it up into this fairway bunker, but it should be a pretty solid gap wedge from here. Bit of breeze into her face. Lip's not going to be an issue. Just shows you get slightly out of position with the tee shot, and you could be scrambling up a hole where you'd be thinking you have a chance for a good birdie. Go back to 11. Just left to right birdie look for Yoo Hyun-ju. And she goes, taking her to 8 under. This can get a little uncomfortable for Choi Min Kyung. Steep uphill slope, so it's going to upshoot this ball. Not what you want to do when there's a bit of gust into your face. That's well managed. Shinsil, really good touch from there. Just about kept it in the fairway. Looks like the breeze switched on her. That's pushed it downwind and gone a little further than Jo-Yeon Lim would have liked. And back to 12 and Bang for a par 3.
네, 알겠습니다. 이동 잠시 멈춰주세요.
I think she's potentially a little bit too far back to reach into So Yeon-jo. We've seen her lay up each of the first 2 days. Imagine this will be sticking to that MO. Kim Kyung. Ahead, still on the green. She's got 3 wood in hand, but she is on the upslope. It is downwind, so perhaps thinking about going for it in 2, especially with Choi Hye-rim in a little spot of bother. Pitching back into the breeze does make this slightly simpler for Choi. And that's very nicely judged. Up to 11, and Min Byul, her second shot, needs to start finding some birdies. You just don't see Hyun Kyung coming back to the field at all. And that's going to help. Good shot. Over that little spine, which will kick this to the left. Excellent roll from there for So Yeon-jo. Kim Yeon-hee up at the 12th. Just got an 8-iron here, so clearly playing downwind. This would be a bit of a bonus birdie here for Choi Min Kyung. And she'll have it. Great birdie there for Choi. She's going to move herself into the picture. Breaks out of that group at 9 under. These putts can get a little uncomfortable when you're playing in swirling breeze, and yet intentions are clear from Park Hyun Kyung. She's waiting for the green to clear. This club has let her down in the cauldron of Sunday pressure before. Will it pass the first test on this back 9? Yes, it will. Hard-working 5 will keep Choi Hye-rim within 1. Thank you. Not going to be protecting that lead. She's going on the attack here. Oh, what a shot. It's just going to hang on to the back edge of the green, but 2 good hits from Park Hyun Kyung at 10. She's got an eagle putt at the par 5. Min Byul. Gotta give this one a chance. Downhill right to lefter for birdie at 11. Ooh, that broke back the other way. Bit of a misread there from both myself and Kim Min Byul. Sawyer Jung. Poor layup here. Bit of a hanging lie coming out of that left rough. Going to be hard to control, especially down breeze. Not as good as she could have done from there. Pyong up at the 11th. Only real danger is if you really badly block one out to the right here. There's a penalty area, but shouldn't come into play. As we head into the back nine on Sunday, it's Pyong leading by one with an eagle putt to come at the 10th. is a putt for eagle, but she'd be content to get down in 2 from here. Park Hyun-kyung. Around 55 feet. That needs to hurry. That needs to hurry. Never easy putting downhill into the breeze. As we go to 13. And Bang Shin-sil, an outside chance for a birdie here. 4 birdies in a row to end her front nine. It's been a string of pars since for Bang. And that par train will continue. Jung. Just have to give this a little bit more pace than Hyun-kyung did. Watched her putt pull up short. Now tee shot just found that first cutter rough, but it's setting up nicely for Choi Rim at 11. 105 left. She's got pitching wedge. Oh, and that is an absolute dart. Choi Rim. She's not going away quietly. So Hyun-kyung. Still a lot of work left in this one. And a 3-putt par after 2 great shots. It's not going to damage the card at all for Hyun-kyung. She will certainly feel like that was an opportunity she has let slip through her fingers. Min-kyung pretty much take dead aim at this accessible pin. 99 meters to go. Yong, birdie opportunity to get into that 9 under par share of 4th. Oh, she's hitting good putts, they're just not dropping. Seoyeon. Come back safely in. Just off the edge of the green here at the 12th. Finch wants to move this ball right pretty quick for Kim Yeon-hee. It is just a little tricky. That's like those. Safely in for par as well for So Yeon-jung. That 3-putt from Hyun-kyung. The 9 under is still very much in with a chance. We have a look at this 11th hole. Elevated tee, wide landing area, left rough, not too penal today, particularly to a front right flag. The only real danger is if you happen to lose one outright, the ball could very well find that penalty area. But really, with the fairway foul, you're thinking birdie opportunity from inside 20 feet at the very worst. Going with her trusty driver.
잠시만 조용히 해주세요.
Up on the green, Kyong hung that putter face open at impact. You could see that left wrist not staying firm. Wow, it is really whipping on 12T where we find Kim Min-byul. Just gets tangled up on that front little gumdrop mound. Back to 11. And this downhill birdie look for Yong to get to double digits under par. Kim Yeon-hee's taken a stray off the fairway at 13, but the pin's in the back right today. And that is a pretty good recovery. Choi Yerim to grab herself a share of the lead once again. Opportunity set up by a wonderful wedge shot. Nicely hole. Yerim back to the top of the leaderboard alongside Park Hyun-kyung. We've seen what the fringe can do here, so we have to commit to starting this well left for Kim Min-byul. Another player falls victim to that pesky fringe short of 12. stopping it on this front portion of the 11 green shouldn't be a challenge from the middle of the fairway for So Yun Jung. The equation she's got to factor in is how much this helping breeze is going to affect the flight of this golf ball from 115. She's done the calculations well. That's superb. She's an experienced campaigner, Park Hyun-kyung. We've put that disappointing 3-putt at 10 out of her mind. Not bad. Decent chance, and sometimes you'd rather have that sort of length putt than a little 5-6 footer, because the expectation to make it really drops significantly and allows you to put a slightly freer stroke on it. Now Min Bell for par at 12. Well done. Looks like Bang Shin Sil's found the bunker on 14. This could be a bit of an awkward length for a big hitter like Bang. 76 yards left, but if she clips this nicely, she'll get a lot of spin on it. Okay, well done. Come on, So Yeon. Gotta start making some birdies. Well, that will help. That'll definitely help. Excellent shot from Kwon Seo Yeon. So parity at the top of the board at 12 under par between Yerim and Min Kyung. Just 2 shots adrift as we're into the back 9 here at the 10th edition of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Well, we saw Bang Shin Sil putt from there earlier, and unfortunately Kim Yeon Hee's done almost the exact same thing. Missed it just a little low. Choi Rim, with all the momentum on her side, takes to the 12th tee. That's a fine shot. That's an excellent shot from Choi Rim. Will it stay? Greens are softer today, and yeah, it's going to hang up onto that little ledge. Kyung back at 11 to get a nose out in front again. It's got to travel. It's not going to, and another bit of a tentative effort from Park. Let's not forget about Choi Min Kyung amidst all this. She's only 2 back. And that is going to feed off that slope. Even better shot from Choi Min Kyung. Jung converts, joins Min Kyung at 10 under. Still, any one of, I have to say, 6-7 players, including Bang Shin Sil, could win this championship. But Bang's a little bit further up the back nine and could do with a putt or two starting to drop. Birdies have dried up since the 8th. She's not going to find another there at 14.
Nice putt.
Nice birdie for Kwon Soo-yeon. Vital. Moves her back inside the top 5. Takes it in red figures for the first time this Sunday. Choi Rim. She get herself to 13 under first. No, short in the jaws, agonizingly close for Yerim. Kim Min Byul up at 13. Very awkward here. Ball well above her feet, trying to get to a right pin. That's why you've just got so much draw spin on the ball. It's very hard to get that to stick on a dime, but she's done well. Choi Min Kyung to move within 1. No. Oh, it was a good putt. Just a little unlucky. This par 3 12, visually rather intimidating off the tee. You've got that massive drop off on the right towards that cavernous greenside bunker. Penalty here on the right, not going to be a problem. What is an issue for the players, however, is this very crumply, crinkly green that Pinede cut just 5 paces from the left edge on the back side of that front left mound. You can see, so very important to try and negotiate, get your right club selection. Give yourself a decent look from past pin high. Anything short right will tend to funnel towards the front of the green. First on the tee will be Soo-yeon. Pretty good there, past pin high. Going with the 3-wood here on 13, Choi Rim. It's a short but tricky hole, this par 4. leave yourself a full yardage in, but you try to leave yourself in that flat spot of the fairway, which is what Choi Rim has done. Push it down too far, you end up with a bit of an awkward hanging lie like Kim Min Bol. Back to 11 and So Yeon Jung. Pretty solid as well there from So. Also going with 3-wood is Choi Min Kyung at 13. Just a little too long, runs through the fairway there. Hyun Kyung. Has never surrendered the lead thus far on Sunday.
Shot!
That is a classy shot for Park Hyun Kyung. Excellent at the 12th. And Byul again needs to give herself better looks at birdies, because you just can't expect every 20-footer to drop. Not on the back nine Sunday. Oh, she seems to be following Bang Shin-sil wherever Bang's gone. Kim Yeon-hee has found the similar spot. So on 13 green, which is in Bang's bunker on 14. Sounded a little cleaner contact, but out to the right. That's fine. Going to be a quick putt though for Kim.
이동 잠시만 멈춰주세요.
Kwon So-yeon's going to give So Yeon-jung a pretty good idea of what this putt's going to do. Should move a little left to start, then maybe try and move back right as he approaches the cup. So, well-placed tee shot on 13. What can Choi Rim do from the middle of the fairway in 105 meters? Stuck it close with this club back at 11. And that's pretty good into 13. Jung from right around 25 feet. Just has to give it a bit more pace than Kwon Seo-yeon did. Great try. Really good. Can't ask for anything more than that. So I mentioned this one's going to be rather quick for Kim at the 14th. Slope right there. No, that's fooled her as well. These greens look at least a foot and a half slower than they played through the first couple of days. And this was like a bit of a misadventure for who I can only assume is Bang Shin-sil. Left of 15. No option but to hack this one back out towards the fairway, you'd think. She possesses great speed and power, but with that speed comes some problems. If you just happen to catch a slightly off-center hit. Now, Hyun Kyung, another good birdie look from this range. Could she be more positive with the pace here? No, another weak effort. That is mildly concerning for Park Hyun Kyung. Yes, they're stress-free pars, but doesn't really give that ball the chance to drop for a birdie. Min Kyung, step cut of rough. It's a releasing looking lie. Has to land this maybe 98, just allow for some chase. Unlucky pitcher into the upslope, but still. Outside look at birdie for Choi. The two Chois with chances at the par 4 now. Third shot in the 15 for Bang Shin-sil. Tester for par for Kim, back at 14. At the moment, sharing 5th at 9 under. Oh dear. And she's got work to do coming back. It's 4 under the card today. Not a drop shot on her card, and it's going to change at the end of this 14th hole. Final group of the day made their way up to 13 tee, and you can see how narrow that landing spot is if players do elect to hit driver off this tee. Park Hyun Kyung did it yesterday and did find that little nick of the fairway, but you see a lot of players hanging back with 3-wood, trying to leave themselves with a bit more club in, but coming out of the fairway, and that's what Kwon Seo-yeon is hoping to do here with a hybrid. Hybrid, club of choice for So Yun-jung as well, it seems. Or is it going to be driver for Pyong? That's the question. I just don't think it's necessary because you don't gain that much pushing it that far down the fairway. Also chance being on a slight downslope for your second shot, but it looks like the big stick in the hands of Pyong. Not to be so precise here, you turn it over a little bit, could be reload off the tee. I'd be surprised if this one strays into the right rough, if anything. But that is huge for Pyong. Threads the needle. She leaves herself a flat lie. She's staying aggressive, but she's not converting her opportunities. Well, she'll be presented with another good look here at 13 with Choi Rim sizing up a birdie look of her own up on the green. At first, it's Choi Min Kyung to show her the line. Oh, Lee Jae-yong, well done. Nice three there. She's creeping back up into the picture. Three players with similar lines there as we go to the bogey putt of Kim at 14, back to 3 under on the day. So just follow Lee Jae-yong, Min Kyung. Can't be that hard, can it? Just the par. Shinsil for par, a hit at 15. Running out of holes is Bang. And that is going to be a rather costly bogey, you feel. Bang Shinsil, 3 holes left to play. Could very well be her tournament over. So Choi Rim for a 5th birdie of the day. And to take sole possession of the lead. She's seen Lee Jae-yong make, she's seen Choi Min Kyung miss. But Choi Rim rolls it in from 10 feet. We have a new solo leader of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open, and her name is Choi Rim. Min Byul, fairway safely found at 14, looking to attack here from inside of 100. Pretty good shot, just unable to get that one to stick. Blind second shot of sorts for So Yeon Jung from this valley left of the 13th. Question here for Kwon Seo-yeon is this ball going to come out hot or is it going to come out dead from this right rough? It's just sitting down a fraction. You can get one turning over. This ball is going to keep collecting towards that lower left-hand side of the green. Someone's got to look out towards the right edge, the right fringe from this angle. Good smart shot there, well played. Now, new championship leader, Choi Rim, sticking to the game plan, just going with the 3-wood at the 14th. I think she's found that right-hand bunker, but she's far enough back where I don't think the lip's going to be an issue for her. Hyun Kyu, it looked like a flat lie from our fairway camera, but the ball's still going to be above her feet slightly. The first time this Sunday, she is chasing. And this is the yardage where we've seen her do her best work throughout most of her career. These little feel wedges. Not her best, but not bad at all. So, Choi Rim's 5th birdie of the day sees her enjoy a 1-shot lead over Park Hyun-kyung as we come into the closing stages of this 10th McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. can get a little uncomfortable for Soyun Jung. Looks to land this in the fringe, just have it skip left. Yeah, not bad, not bad. But there is a bit of cleaning up to be done for So. The lie looks to be okay for Cho Ye-rim. Compacted sand, so quite conducive to pick this one cleanly. Just maybe caught that a fraction heavy, but no real damage done. That's an okay spot to leave it, just short of the green. Now, Kwon So-yeon, this would be a real bonus for her. Going to be slow though. Give it enough pace. Yeah, great try. Really good effort. Yong, second into 14.
Shot.
Hyun-kyo. Did she strike back here at 13? Oh, so very close for Park. That was a more positive putt. But as the momentum shifted to Cho Ye-rim. So par putt. So a good positive try, but just gave herself too much work to do there. Second shot for Choi Min Kyung into 14. And a wonderful shot at that. She's not going away quietly either. Started hot with a couple of birdies on 1 and 2. Did drop a shot at 3. And has been very, very efficient since. Now, par saving putt for Kwon So-yeon. Confidently rammed into the back of the jar. It's going to be a bogey. That'll drop Soyun Jung back into a share of 5th, excuse me. So under normal circumstances, a fairly basic up and down for Cho Ye-rim. Just needs to carry this about 6 feet onto the green. Everything should feed downhill and to her left. Oh, sublime touch from your championship leader. We head up to 16 and catch up with Im Hee-jung. 117 left to this demanding par 4. That's a stellar shot. Yong to get within 1 of Park Hyun-kyung and 2 of her playing partner. Trying to get away, but it didn't. In she goes, and Lee Jae-yong with back-to-back birdies gets into solo third. Kyung staying aggressive, sticking with the gun. She's got driver again at 14. Par. Okay, solidly done. Yong, birdie putt to try and get herself up to 9 under. Keep going. Yes, well done. She's 4 under par for this final round. She's getting better and better every day. Opened with a 70, a 69 yesterday. She's got the par 5 18th still to come. And for Choi Min-kyung, well, she could match the efforts of Lee Jae-yong and get to 11 under par as well. Very much looking like a 4-horse race at the moment between Min-kyung, Jae-yong, Hyun-kyung and Yerim. Fabulous 3 from Choi Min-kyung. Unless Kim Min-byul can find a way to run the tables coming home, you feel like she's going to come up short in her bid to pick up a maiden title this week. So really holding on to that club face, trying to keep it from turning over left. That's a good shot. She's got a chance.
원래 첨성이 있어요.
여기서 뻗으면 진짜 어렵거든. 그것도 지나가고.
네, 알겠습니다. 이동 잠시 멈춰주세요.
With a pitching wedge in her hands, or maybe even a gap wedge for So Yun-jung. Sort of start this maybe 15 feet right of the hole. Try and play a little mini draw, get it spinning left towards the pin.
비가 안 와갖고 비가 와갖고 안 내려가. 비 하나 들어가 내기까지 내려가 봐. 이게 잘 친 거예요 지금. 비 안 왔어요.
Kyung. She's hit a lot of really good shots. She's got to remind herself of that. Giving herself enough chances, surely one will drop. That's not one of her best efforts there. Got a little steep on it, shut that club face down. It's gone a little longer and a little bit further left than she would have liked. Min Kyung on the charge and on the 15th tee. Left side of 17 is where we find Lee Ji-hyun 3. Ji-hyun 3 will make a 3. That's a bonus birdie for her. Nice little bit of touch there for Ji-hyun. Choi Yerim snatches that tee quickly. She knows that is absolutely piped. And will stay in the fairway cut. The lady who leads this championship by the slimmest of margins, trying to lock up a breakthrough title on the KLPGA Tour. It's Yerim by 1 over Hyun Kyung and 2 over her playing partners Lee Jae-yong and Choi Min Kyung. Young Jong, bit of right to left in this for her. Birdie opportunity to try and keep pace with Choi Rim. She's got a chance. Oh my goodness. That was a great roll. And unfortunately, it's only going to be a par as we go up to Kim Min Byul for a much needed birdie at 15. Like I said, pretty much has to birdie home to have any sort of chance. And has she hit that hard enough? No, she hasn't. Agonizingly close for Min Byul. Hyun Kyung, longest birdie putt she's had on this back nine. But the result is going to be the same. Another frustrating par. I just wonder if that 3-putt at 10 is playing in the back of her mind a little bit. Min Kyung, right side of 15 fairway, pin in the front left. You can see it there at the top of your screen. Go GU, 2022 champion, up on the last. 4 under par already today. This for a birdie at 18. As well done. Clearly likes this test at Birch Hill. That's a lovely round of 67 to end her week. And that's the clubhouse target set at 9 under par. Well played, Go GU. Now, Lee Jae-young perilously close to that drainage cover, but not going to be able to get relief because it's not impeding with her swing or stance. It always does play in the back of your mind. She's lost this one right. Gets a friendly kick up onto the green. And it's actually worked out okay for Jae-young. Now we head to Im Hee-jung. That Maserati hole-in-one prize still yet to be claimed. A couple of groups still to come through this penultimate hole. Good break here, right side of the fairway, but she's on the upslope, so can take a more direct line at the pin. She'll get good elevation on this from 102. Oh, just a little shy, but not too bad. That's a pretty makeable spot where she's left it. Now Kim, great shot into 16. As this left for birdie. Okay, up to 9 under par. There's Kim Yeon-hee.
네, 알겠습니다. 잠시 멈춰주세요. 실례하겠습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
Kwon Soo-yeon, first to go on 15. It's pars all round for this group back at the 14th. Kyung might start to feel a little bit panicked here that this tournament's just slipping out of her hands. Not through any fault of her own. She's hit plenty of good shots, but some inspired play from Choi Yerim in the group ahead has left her chasing coming into the last 4 holes of this final round. Kyung ahead on the green. Colour of rough shouldn't be a problem for her. Scooch this one back in her stance a little bit, get a little steeper with her angle of attack, minimize the amount of grass caught between club face and ball. Nicely played. Can she keep her foot on the gas pedal? Second into the 15th now. And that's a pretty good shot. She's going to be putting downhill, but with the greens playing a little bit slower than they have for most of the week, that's okay. That wasn't Choi Yerim. This is Choi Yerim. Goodness me, someone's having a field day in the graphics department. This is a birdie look. Just off the green, it's pretty makeable. Just a putt she can attack coming uphill slightly. A touch tentative, but it'll be a safe part. Yong right to left her in this for a birdie at the 17th. Remember, clubhouse target set by Go Ji-yu already at 9. Okay, just creeps it in for Choi Min Kyung's par. Looks to be Leo on 18. Reigning player of the year. Step cutter rough for Song Jung. And with that front pin, that steep upslope just short of the green. I'm not sure if she lands this short, whether it's going to bounce up, might just stick in that slope. She pitches this on the green, this could go releasing on towards the back edge. Case in point, just like that. Pyong will have a little bit more control on this, operating out of the fairway. Ball slightly below her feet, so she can aim this left and just let it slide. Doesn't have to fight the slope. It's a nice, comfortable pitching wedge yardage for her. 111. Yong will end her week at 8 under par. Three-time winner on tour already this year. Yong on 16T. Just got to keep this ball down the left-hand side. Downhiller for Lee Ji-hyun 3 at 16. Got a chance. Oh, Lee Ji-hyun 3. Back-to-back birdies after that chip in at 15 follows up with a birdie there at 16. So it's still you're in by one over Kyung with just a handful of holes left to play this Sunday afternoon at Birch Hill. Just a gentle downhill slope to contend with for So Yun-jung's third at 15. Electing to putt this one. Another great try from So. The putts just aren't dropping as easily as they were in that opening round of 63. Up to Choi Min Kyung's second at the 16th. Green that has proved tricky to hold over this weekend. Oh, lost that one, left in a hurry. You can just see that club tangle around the hosel of the club. Turn it over, turn the face left, and we never really had a chance of staying on line. Now Hyun Kyung for birdie and a share of the lead at the 15th. No, that's not going to get there. The putts have dried up for Park as well. No one really making a run at Choi Rim on this back nine. Here is Choi Rim. Just 101 left. It's a little smooth pitching wedge for Choi. And that is an excellent shot. Could give herself a little bit of breathing space if she can find a pivotal birdie here on the 16th. Yong certainly had the momentum in her corner. Picked up 2 birdies in her last 3 holes. Three holes remaining for your final group. Pyong still with the honours. The wind continues to howl here at the Yong Pyong Resort. Got to keep your head on the swivel on this closing stretch. Any errant tee shot will be sent into the birch trees. Popular spot there, the left rough on this 16th hole. This one hitting a little right for Park Hyun Kyung, but will kick back onto the fairway. say it's hard in golf to back up a really low round with another one. So Yong, 63 to start, and she's been sort of stuck on 9 under par ever since. Choi Min Kyung. A lot of left to right on that last third of this putt. Putting across a bit of a spine. Kim ahead at the 17th. Some tee shot to get it this close. That's some too. It was at a 10 under. Yong uphill, right to lefter for a birdie at the 16th. Get it back within one of Choi Ye-rim. To the last, and Lim Hee-jung, third shot to the par 5. So, big putt here for Choi. Not a tough read. Bit of right to left to take a 2-shot lead into the last 2 holes. Oh my goodness, it's just stayed high. Don't fault her. That was a great try indeed. She certainly thought she had it. That's the frustrating thing about golf. You can do everything right, hit a really good putt, and sometimes it still won't drop. Anyone who's ever played this infuriating game will tell you just that now. Min Byul at 17. Yong with the green up ahead clear on 16 will be first to play from 129 out of the rough. To land this about 5 yards on the green. Should expect some kind of jump from this left rough. Got that to stop very quickly. Well struck shot. Choi Ye-rim checking out the ride at the back of 17. It's a nice set of wheels, that new Maserati. You can't take it just yet, Choi Yeo-rim. Where are you going? You've still got to waste the hole. Good to see she's still keeping things light back on the 17th tee with that one-shot lead. Now So Yeon-jung from the middle of the fairway on 16. One of the best we've seen into this whole location today. Hyun Kyung last to play, much shorter club in. Took off on a nice line. And it's a fabulous shot from Park Hyun Kyung. Don't think she's going to miss that one. What a time to produce one of the shots of the day, given the circumstances. That's exactly what she needed. Another look here. You just tell the compression, the start line. Tossed out an anchor quickly. Park Hyun Kyung is going to get herself back into a share of the lead. Remember, she prevailed in a playoff last week against Park Ji-young and Lee Won. Looks like it's very much boiling down to a two-horse race. Who's it going to be? Choi Yeo-rim for the first time ever. Park Hyun Kyung for her 8th career title and 3rd this season. We're tied at the top once again. Park Hyun-kyung's birdie at 16 moves at a 13 under par and alongside Choi Ye-rim, courtesy of this fabulous pitching wedge from 96 meters. She has stayed patient. She has been resilient on this back nine, and she's finally got herself and her name back to the top of the leaderboard. It's going to be a bit of a jam on that 17th tee because the third to last group, including Kim Min-byul, haven't cleared the green yet, but this is Min-byul for a birdie too. Not going to get there. Im Hee-jung to close out her campaign with a 67. Not going to be a birdie at the last, but it's going to be a top 10 for the former Korean Women's Open champion. 70, 69, 68. Nice tournament for Im Hee-jung. Lee Jae-yong had a good look at that Maserati with Choi Ye-rim. She'll be first on the tee. Just a fraction left there for Lee. So Yeon-jung for a birdie to get herself up to 10 under. Well done. Nice putt there. Get her back up into a share of fifth. It's going to take something special from Lee Jae-yong and Choi Min-kyung if they want to yet affect the result of this championship. Yeah, pretty good solid shot from Choi Min-kyung. Ye-rim would have heard the cheer and the applause from back at 16, so she should have an idea that she's got company at 13 under par once again. Well, she had a look at the car while she was waiting on the tee. That was all over the flagstick. She is not shying away this time. Choi Ye-rim. Now Bang Shin-sil at the 18th to end her championship with a birdie. Mr. Tiddler on the 10th for birdie. She'll miss a tiny one. They're on 18. Park Hyun-kyung finds herself in pole position, joined with Choi Ye-rim at 13 under par after this birdie at 16. It's going to be a bit of an anxious wait for the final group at this penultimate hole. Bang Shin-sil. And so we 8 under par. Just lacked a little consistency. There were bright spots for Bang. But it's 71 to end. Not a birdie since the 8th for the 2-time KLPGA Tour winner.
초반에만 약간 보이고 중간부터
Lee Jae-young, slow putt for Jae-young here at 17, coming up from the back edge of the green. Will have a little bit of right to left movement, and this probably about 2 feet of break. Tough putt to hole, but not a difficult one to snuggle up close. Okay, good speed on that for Lee Jae-young. But guarantees herself a par 3.
그거 말고는 학교에서 출 걷다가 꺾어 무너뜨려가지고 이것 좀 보수 좀 해주세요. 출 걷다가 집에서 그러니까 앞에서 이렇게 찍고 가니까
Just inspecting the cup here on 17, perhaps a little bit of damage done by a previous group. That just means Park Hyun-kyung is getting iced back on the tee while this little bit of housekeeping is completed. Let's try Yering, well within her rights to ask for that hole to be restored to its original condition. So, Yerim with Hyun-kyung watching back on the tee for a birdie at 17. And that is probably the poorest putt she has hit on this back 9. Yikes. That's what pressure can do, folks. Now back up to 18, and Kim Yeon-hee. Well, his target set at 9 under. It's going to be bettered by Kim Yeon-hee. That's going to be a really nice week of golf for her. So, Choi Min Kyung. Birdie putt here. Again, Joya Rim, not exactly stone dead for par. Agonizingly close for Choi Min Kyung. Just a little shy with the pace. In a regular Wednesday practice round, this would be a gimme. But there are no gimmies on Championship Sunday. Par putt for Choi Rim to go to the 18th at 13 under. Okay, safely in. So Yong in for par.
네, 알겠습니다. 동영상 미리 눌러주세요.
Well, Hyun Kyung would have much preferred to just get on with it after the excellent birdie on 16, giving her tons of momentum. Just had to wait a little on this tee box. Tied for the lead, 2 to play. It's a 5-iron. Like Choi Rim straight at it, but unable to hold the green with not much loft. Still pretty solid. Sounded a little thin there off the club face for Sawyer Jung. She'll find the target. Right, out to 18T. Pyong will lead us off. Just start it down that right-hand cart path. Fairway does open up a little bit past 200 meters. Could be finicky with that just rolled up against the first cut. Now try Kyong. Try to hit a holding fade, keep it in that fairway that cambers from right to left. That's a good shot. Could very well be one of the most important tee shots Choi Rim hits in her career. Get this in play, perhaps reachable in two. It's a good swing. Frozen rope down the right. Bounces a little soft, but well, she could be tempted. Have to see what her yardage is when she gets down there. Only player on the first page of the leaderboard to be bogey-free today, Choi Rim. Got to go all the way down to Lee Ji-hyun 3 to find the next blemish-free scorecard. The way things are going, could very well be headed for extra time once again on the KLPGA Tour. Hyun Kyung and Yerim deadlocked at 13 under par. Hyun Kyung on the green, but not exactly within birdie range at the par 3 17th. Could it come down to who birdies 18? That separates these two and crowns our 10th winner of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Like I said with Lee Jae-yong's putt earlier, it's a tough putt to hole, but it's not a difficult one to get to within tap-in range. The only thing for Park Hyun-kyung is it's going to be a little bit slow working up that hill. We've seen from range, you just think back to that par 5 10th. Under pressure, sometimes it's hard to release the putter. It's hard to trust yourself that you need to hit it a little bit firmer. The last thing you need here is to come up short, not have a sense of how that ball's breaking as it gets to the cup, and have to guess over a 4-footer. So it's important she must be positive here. Even if she rolls this 3-4 feet past the hole, at least she would have seen the ball react going past that pin. That is not the leave you want. We said that was going to be a bit of a risk for Hyun Kyung, just watching the way that she's putted this afternoon. Now Min Kyung got 3 wood from the middle of the fairway on 18. And how close she gets this up to the green will give us an idea of whether Choi Rim can reach or not. She's about 10 yards further up, 247. It's probably just out of the go zone for Choi Min Kyung. She's nudged it up a good distance. Should have about a 50-yard pitch left. Going to be some tree trouble for Yong, but again, it's just going to be a layup here, so just look out towards the right. Just can't get a little uncomfortable with that ball nestled up against the collar of rough. So Choi Rim, 3 wood in hand, tied for the lead on the 18th. Okay, like Choi Min Hyung, she's pushed it up there to within about 50, 60 yards. It's taken a long time studying this spot, Park Hyun-kyung. Just outside of 4 feet. And even if there is a slight bit of break in this, you always want to be playing putts positively, especially when you're under pressure. It's easier to commit to pace on a slightly more aggressive line than trying to feather one in. So I think this is just a right center putt. Keep that head still and that putt ahead accelerating. Took a lot of break on that and pours it confidently in the middle. Great hole out there for Park Hyun-kyung, who breathes a sigh of relief. Committed to dying that one in the front edge, and really gives you a good idea of where her head's at right now. She's backing herself to hit the shots. She's backing herself to make the putts that matter. Yong. Probably play about 100 meters here, coming up to this elevated green right by the clubhouse at Birch Hill. That certainly was not one of her best. Rim. This is what you practice all those hours the driving range for. Can you dial in your number? Can you get it all the way back to this flag? Something's just put her off there. done the right thing. Back away. Reset your mind. Let's go through that routine, go through that process again. Words of confirmation and affirmation from her caddy. Let's reach for another club here. I wonder if that's the longer option. Just to ensure that she gets all the way back to the flag. Or is it the shorter option, factoring in adrenaline that she could be a little bit pumped up. But with the shorter club, you hit that harder. That also produces more backspin, so you have to throw this at least pin high. Oh, whatever club it was the right one. Terrific shot from Choi Ye-rim. She'll have that to post 14 under. Took the time on it, but it was worth the wait. Kyong. Okay, decent effort. Settling for a good amount of prize money. Currently shares second with Lee Jae-young. Solo third plays a lot better than a share of third as we go back to the tee, and Park Hyun-kyung, regardless of what Choi Ye-rim does ahead, she knows she needs to birdie this hole for the first time this week. Has not played the par 5s well today. She's 1 over on the long holes for Sunday. She's leaning like this, could be heading a little right. Oh no, well right, but gets a big kick out. Oh, that's a huge break for Park Hyun-kyung, but she is not out of the proverbial woods yet.
마스터즈까지 올 시즌 준우승 2번을 기록하고 있는 이재영 선수입니다. I'm going to come up short this week, but can take a good measure of pride in how she's played this final round. 4 under the card with this lengthy birdie putt on the final hole.
고생하셨습니다.
Look at this tee shot for Hyun-kyung. She's driven it so well all weekend, but arguably the worst swing of the day. And watch this right there. Looks like something kicks out. Yeah, indeed, a golf ball. Oh, and she's on the correct side of the cart path as well. That's even better of a break for Park Hyun-kyung. So that come down right of the path. That could have made things a little bit more awkward for the layup even. Up on the green for birdie.
That ball looks like it's settled down ever so slightly for Park Hyun-kyung. Just got to ensure good solid contact here. That is priority number one. Okay, back in play. Choi Min-kyung. Birdie putt here. Gonna come up shy. He's a runner-up at the Blue Canyon Ladies Championship. Did have one other top 10 coming at the KLPGA Championship. He's only missed 2 cuts this year. Choi Min-kyung. Now Choi Ye-rim. Runner-up to Park Min-ji at the Sultry on Queens. Back at the start of June. Just coming off back-to-back missed cuts. Or withdrawals, I should say. But this could be the most important putt in her career thus far. For a birdie on 18 and to post 14 under par as the clubhouse target. Just pulled it. Came off the putter face left. It was not a committed stroke. Set up by an excellent wedge. Choi Ye-rim can do no better than 13 under par. Great closing round of 67 for her, but now she will have an anxious wait and watch to see if Park Hyun-kyung can birdie the final hole to snatch victory from Choi's grasp once again. Down to that lady in the red. Park Hyun-kyung, fortuitous break off the tee. Can she capitalize and break Choi Ye-rim's heart? This would be her 5th top 5 finish of the season for Lee Jae-yong. It's the 4th time she's finished in the top 3. A couple of runner-up finishes for her. Another great tournament for the hugely consistent 23-year-old. She'll share third with Choi Min-kyung. She's done enough. She's going to tell you she doesn't feel like it. She has played some excellent golf this Sunday, and she can be very proud of the way she has performed. But it's all down to Park Hyun-kyung now. Took 4 holes. That playoff, that 3-way playoff last week.
오케이. 재영이 부를게. 435, 434, 344, 543, 334, 435. 네, 부를게요.
She's got positive vibes fresh in the back of her mind, Park Hyun-kyung. Hit that stunning wedge into 16, which set up a birdie, which got her into a share of the lead with Choi Ye-rim again. She's really been brilliant with these clubs over the last 12 months. She got another beauty up the final hole here at the Pyong Resort.
Oh, she absolutely does. Had to take a little bit off it, but she's left it underneath the hole, and Park Hyun-kyung will have that putt to win for the third time in 2024. Is it going to be one shot shy for Choi Ye-rim once again? Lovely shot in there for So Yeon-jung. Take a good amount of confidence out of this week. It's been a very poor season for last year's KGE Daily Ladies Open champion. Just the one top 10 coming at the match play back in May. Only had one start the KLPGA Tour this year. So top 25 finish for Kwon Soo-yeon, but she goes deep into the green there at 18, and that could be rather expensive. Going on inside the top 10 at the moment. Such a helpless feeling for Choi Ye-rim right now. All you can do is wait and watch to see if you're still going to have a chance this week.
하겠습니다. 잠시만 조용히 해주세요.
A lot of money riding on the line here for Kwon Soo-yeon. Downhill lie to a downhill green. The ball sitting down slightly. Just got to land this in the fringe, have it trickle out. Caught that one thin. This could be expensive at the moment in a six-way tie for 7th place. A bogey here would move her back into a 5-way tie for 12, so it'd be an expensive little miss here right at the end for Kwon Soo-yeon, who's really had such a nice tournament. Just means a little bit more waiting for Choi Ye-rim. Must be a bit of a lonely feeling here for Kwon Soo-yeon, feeling like very much a supporting member of the cast that has
provided us so much entertainment this championship Sunday at the Yong Pyong Resort. Got to keep her focused. No playing privileges in the KLPGA Tour in 2024. Has to make the most of every single start she gets. This is turning into a bit of a nightmare, but she's going to give Park Hyun-kyung the read here. She misses that. She's going to fall into a four-way share of 16th. 7th to 16th in the blink of an eye. So Yeon for a bogey 6. Park Hyun-kyung will be a very keen observer of how this ball behaves. Really well holed for Kwon Soo-yeon. Not going to be the Sunday she was hoping for. It's a level past 72. That saved her quite a bit of cash there right at the end. She's given Park Hyun-kyung the perfect line read. This putt to break Choi Ye-rim's heart. Choi in the clubhouse with a bogey-free 67. Park with a chance to match Lee Yo-won with 3 wins this season. It's uphill. It's a little off her right. This putt to win the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Lost it left early, never had a prayer. And we're headed to a playoff for the second straight week on the KLPGA Tour. There is new life in the challenge of Choi Ye-rim. Nowhere near it for Hyun-kyung. Soyeon Jong, hopefully the last stroke we see in regulation here. Play one more. Top
5 finish though for So Yeon-jung. Nice week for her. It'll be her best finish of the year thus far. So back down 18 we will go for the second week in a row. A playoff to decide the fate of the 10th McCol Monopark Ladies Open between Choi Ye-rim and Park Yoon-kyung.
18홀에서 챔피언이 결정되지 못했습니다. 이곳 18번 홀에서 박현경 선수와 최예림 선수의 연장전이 펼쳐질 예정이니 끝까지 함께해 주시기 바랍니다.
잘했어. 잘 쳤냐? 언니 눌러드릴까? 435, 453, 354, 533, 544, 335.
안쪽으로 해서 내려가는 사람.
436, 433, 354, 543, 444, 335.
응?
장점이잖아, 있어야지. 얼굴 좀 보여주지.
가시면 대경이다.
네, 연장전을 치르게 될 최예림 그리고 박현경 선수에게 여러분 뜨거운 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 시상식 후에는 경품 추첨도 풍성하게 있으니까요. 끝까지 함께해 주시기 바랍니다.
나이스 버디. 나이스 버디.
옆으로 가주세요.
So, for the second week running, it's playoff time on the KLPGA Tour. The second time in a row, Park Hyun-kyung is involved. And Choi Ye-rim will look to topple Cutiful to try and claim a maiden KLPGA Tour title. Back down this par 5 18th tee we go. Ye-rim's won the toss and she will be hitting first. Regulation fanned her tee shot well right, got a huge break, all bouncing back off the branches of one of those birch trees. Neither player looked very convincing in their birdie efforts in regulation on this green. Looked a little quick on that when it's hitting right again for Park Hyun-kyung. Oh, and it's bounced out again. My word, she has been very fortunate down that right-hand side. So another solid tee shot on this 18th hole for Choi Ye-rim. Another lucky break for Park Hyun-kyung, ball clattering out of the trees and back into play on this par 5 closer at Birch Hill. Now the layup zone, got to negotiate that bunker. You can see it's about 100 yards from the green, so if you clear that, it's a much more generous layup area. That's just going to come down to who's got the better nerve when it comes to wedges and holding a putt. But Hyun-kyung will be first to play her layup with the ball well above her feet out of this right rough. Well, that came off the club face rather high, but she's okay. to waste any time here. Yerim can look out right, try and sling one round these trees into that layup area. Just through the fairway, that ball sits down in the first cut. So advantage Yerim off the tee, advantage Park after their second shots in this first extra hole. Well, there's a rules official out there. I certainly don't think that that ball's embedded. It's the only reason I would think that Choi Yerim's asking for... It looks like it's just sitting down in the rough. No, it is embedded.
나무나무 사이인
I could have sworn I saw her ball go bouncing along. No, she's just checking. She was just checking. That really was a very strange exchange there. So definitely advantage Park Hyun-kyung here. Clean lie, can control the spin. Yerim, ball above her feet, out of that grass, and you saw her checking a ball just now, sitting down as well. So this one going to come out with no spin at all, but with the steep angle of attack she's going to have to use to get on the back of this ball cleanly, it's going to upshoot pretty quickly. It's very much a guessing game here for Choi Yerim. It has the luxury of not worrying about giving up second place. In a playoff, it's very much down to whether she can take advantage. Who's going to strike first? Who's going to pounce? Choi Yerim first to play. There's that problem, just that little bit of top spin, but given the circumstances, fine shot. Did play a real beauty of a third. Back in regulation, she's a little bit further up the fairway than she was about 30 minutes ago. Ball very much in her court here for Park Hyun-kyung. 76 meters left. It's a little wide. There's nothing between them up on the green.
진짜 나도 울컥이네. 뭔가 굉장히 좀
제가 좀
굉장히 어떤 거 많네.
It's going to be curious to see who goes first. In 18, who's away, because it looks very close between Choi Rim and Park Hyun-kyung after those third shots. Much a match play situation between these two now in the Sun Death playoff. That is the reigning match play champion, Park Hyun-kyung. Dumped out Leo Won in a terrific 18-hole championship match. Crowned the Doosan match play champion of 2024, and it looks like it's going to be Park Hyun-kyung first to putt. Leads the money list and the points list after her victory at Fortune Hills last week. And funnily enough, with her 7 top 10 finishes she's had this season, yes, 2 of them have been wins. She's had 2 third-place finishes, a couple of other top 5s, but she's never finished runner-up this season. This would just heap all the pressure back on the shoulders of Choi Rim. She was not positive with her birdie putt to win it in regulation. Did you make a better fist of things here in the playoff? It's for birdie. Oh yes, she can. Park Hyun-kyung in for a birdie 4. Choi Rim needs to hold it to send us back down the 18th hole once more. Have another look at this. That was a much better effort. It went in with pace and authority. It's the first time she's birdied this par 5 all week long. It could be pivotal for Park. If you're Choi Rim right now, you're thinking, not again, but this has to go in to send us to a second extra hole. It's not going to stay up. It's heartbreak for Choi Rim. Another runner-up finish on the KLPGA Tour, but Park Hyun-kyung, a dramatic playoff victory for the second week in a row. It took 4 holes last year at the BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup. It's only going to take just the one here at the Yong Pyong Open. She's inching ever closer to that 1 billion Korean won prize money mark for the year. And we are only towards the end of June. It was an 18-month winless drought for her, but she has picked up a win at the end of 2023, and this is her 3rd title of 2024. What a performance for Park Hyun-kyung, and what a way to win it. A birdie in that playoff hole. Spare a thought though for Choi Rim, who's being a good sport there, acknowledging the champion, but surely she will win soon on the KLPGA Tour. But it's Park Hyun-kyung who we celebrate here at the Yongpyong Resort, the 10th playing of this championship. She bags her 3rd win of the season and an 8th of her career.
부모님 방송 한 컷만 찍을게.
네.
너무 와봐 이렇게 흔들어 주세요. 찍을게요.
자, 이거 완전 뒤쪽으로 한번 돌아. 후반 한번 내리고 한쪽은 3, 한쪽은 7.
전화가 얇을 것 같은데? 잠시 쉬어야 돼.
아니요, 이제.
Final confirmation then, Park Hyun-kyung wins here at the Yong Pyong Resort in a playoff over Choi Yoo-rim, with Lee Jae-young and Choi Min-kyung sharing third. Oh, it's been another wonderful week here in the KLPGA Tour. Many congratulations, Park Hyun-kyung, who stretches her lead at the top of the money and the points list.
네, 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 사실 저의 선수 생활에 이렇게 2주 연속 우승이라는 기록을 남길지 정말 상상도 못했는데, 오늘 정말 또 기적처럼 너무 좋은 선물 받은 것 같아서 너무 감사한 하루고요. 또 이렇게 너무 상반기에 또 생각지도 못하게 3승을 하다 보니 준우승을 정말 많이 할 때가 더 많이 생각나는 것 같아요. 그때는 정말 그렇게 힘들었는데 또 이렇게 저의 노력들이 쌓여서 이렇게 또 빛을 보는 것 같아서 오늘 또 그런 날들이 생각나는 하루입니다. 감사합니다. 네. 원래 티샷을 그 언덕 쪽으로, 카트도로 쪽으로 원래 공략을 보고 하는데, 두 개 다 조금 생각했던 것보다 공이 밀리면서 좀 나무 쪽으로 갔지만 너무 행운이 온 것 같아요. 행운처럼 또 잘 안쪽으로 도왔기 때문에 또 타수를 잃지 않고 또 이렇게 연장까지 와서 또 좋은 마무리 한 것 같습니다. 그렇게 생각하고 있어요. 네. 사실 서연이랑 정말 똑같은 라이였지만 서연이가 어디를 보고 친지 잘 모르겠는 거예요. 공이 어디로 많이 휘고 가지 않았기 때문에 잘 못 봤어요. 사실 그래서 어디를 보고 차야지 했는데 이미 일단 짧아서 택도 없었습니다. 네. 네. 굉장히 많이 바뀐 것 같고요. 5m 정도 평균 늘은 것 같은데 5m의 그 거리가 정말 아이언을 세컨샷 할 때 한 클럽을 덜 잡냐 더 잡냐의 좀 차이인데, 제가 올 시즌 또 그린 적중률이 굉장히 높아졌는데 그렇게 티샷이 조금 더 멀리 가고 세컨을 아이언을 이제 한 클럽 정도 더 작게 잡으니 또 그린에 올라갈 확률도 높아지고 찬스도 많아지는 것 같아서 작년까지와는 조금 다른 플레이를 할 수 있는 것 같아요. 일단 위기는 오늘 또 버디보다 보기가 먼저 나왔기 때문에 또 그것도 슈퍼 미스로 보기를 먼저 시작했는데 그때 어제와 같은 마음으로 이 보기는 약이 될 거다라고 생각하고 빨리 생각의 스위치를 바꾼 게 저의 터닝 포인트였던 것 같아요. 그 뒤로 그래서 타수를 많이 잃지 않고 잘 넘긴 것 같습니다. 네. 제가 6주간 훈련을 다녀왔는데 6주 동안 이제 일주일에 6번씩 꼭 웨이트 트레이닝을 하고 그다음에 데이터로 항상 목표치가 있었는데 그 목표치를 정말 계속 한계를 뛰어넘으려고 몸이 부셔지게 진짜 공을 많이 쳤어요, 드라이버를. 근데 그런 덕분인지 좀 공의 히팅 능력이 저도 모르게 좀 늘어서 이렇게 효과를 좀 많이 보고 있는 것 같고 또 웨이트 할 때도 스쿼트도 처음으로 막 100kg 넘게 들어보고 정말 무게도 많이 하고 거리를 늘리려는 노력은 정말 많이 한 것 같아요. 사실 너무 생각지 못한 목표여서 다시 세워야 될 것 같아요, 차근차근. 네, 정말 생각도 못했습니다. 올해 목표 중 하나였던 게 이제 메이저 우승인데 꼭 하반기에 남은 메이저 대회에서 다시 메이저 퀸으로 돌아오고 싶습니다. 네. 감사합니다.
So let's look back at the highlights of Hyun Kyung's victory today, and we'll start with this putt for birdie at the 5th. She stuttered, stepped with a bogey at the par 5 third, but that got her back to even par for the day and up to 10 under, back into a share of the lead. So Yong had ambitions of making it a 3-way tie at the 5th. That was a putt for par. Not sure why we showed it, but we showed it anyway. That was a bogey for So Yun-jung. And then this is where Choi Yerim started to just put the squeeze on. Birdies at 3 and 4, and then this lovely shot at the 9th to turn in 33. Move alongside Park Hyun-kyung at 11 under. And then at 13, Yerim would add another birdie at 11, and then this one moved her one clear. At 14, Choi Min-kyung, who played alongside Choi Yerim, would just start to put something together. That was a lovely swing, but it would be her final birdie of the day, a 68, to finish in a share of third. At 15, Lee Ji-hyun 3 from just off the edge of the green. Chip in for birdie here. She would add another at 16, although a bogey at the last. Somewhat a sour way to end her week at 9 under par. At 16, this was pivotal for Park Hyun-kyung. Uphill second shot, wedge in hand, all over the flagstick to go back into a share of the lead. With Choi Yerim at 13 under par. Both players had putts to win it in regulation. Yerim in the penultimate group, not even close. All that started left off the putter face. And then this was an even poorer attempt for Park Hyun-kyung. Second it left her club. I think she knew that wasn't going to have a chance. So back down 18 we would go for a sudden death playoff to crown the 10th winner of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. A playoff between Park Hyun-kyung and Choi Yerim. It wouldn't take long though. Hyun-kyung had the chance to apply the pressure. This birdie putt finding its mark. The only time she's birdied 18 all week was good enough to hand her her 8th career title. This one had to go for Choi Ye-rim. She gave it a mighty effort, but it always looked a little low. And the bridesmaid once again on the KLPGA Tour with a talented Choi Ye-rim. This one's going to sting. When the dust settles, I'm sure she'll be very proud of her efforts, as we are of those of Park Hyun-kyung, who for the 3rd time in 2024 is a winner on the KLPGA Tour.
시상에 앞서 먼저 4개 분들을 소개해드리겠습니다. 먼저 공동 대회장이신 주식회사 이름화 김윤진 대표이사님을 소개합니다. 이어서 공동 대회장이신 문화용평 신달수 대표이사님을 소개합니다. 다음은 주간 방송사인 SBS골프 이상근 대표님입니다. 마지막으로 대회 주관사인 한국여자 프로골프협회 김순희 수석부회장님을 소개합니다. 감사합니다. 자, 본격적인 시상식을 시작하겠습니다. 먼저 특별상 본상 순으로 진행을 하겠는데요. 홀인원에 대한 시상입니다. 이번 대회 홀인원은 2번홀 뱅골프에서 제공하는 아이언 세트, 6번홀 몬마니아에서 제공하는 다이아몬드 1캐럿과 딜리버리 서비스 1년 무료 이용권, 12번홀에서는 코지마에서 제공하는 안마의자, 17번홀에서는 마테라티에서 제공하는 그레탈레 GT 차량이 걸려 있었습니다. 자, 일생에 한 번 또 기록하기 힘든 행운의 홀인원이 이번 대회에 나왔을까요? 네, 이번 대회 행운의 주인공이 나왔습니다. 먼저 시작은 몸망가 김병진 대표님께서 수고해 주시겠습니다. 앞으로 모시겠습니다. 그러면 행운의 주인공을 바로 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 수상자는 2라운드 6번 홀에서 홀인원을 기록한 강나나 선수입니다. 여러분 뜨거운 박수 보내주시죠. 이상으로 문망가에서 제공하는 다이아몬드 인기너버와 영예정의 딜리버리 서비스 1년 이용권이 수여되겠습니다. 이동이 많은 선수들에게 아주 유용한 기간이 아닐까 싶은데요. 빅토어에서 주로 올 시즌 많이 활약을 하고 있는 강정환 선수 행운이 계속 따르기를 여러분 함께 응원해 주시기 바랍니다. 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 자, 이어서 바로 오늘 시상식의 하이라이트인 영광의 챔피언에 대한 시상 이어가겠습니다. 먼저 일화 김윤진 대표이사님께서 수고해 주시겠습니다. 자, 이제 영광의 우승자를 바로 소개하겠습니다. 1라운드 67타, 2라운드 67타, 3라운드 69타, 토탈 203타, 10타원더파, 연장 승부 끝에 우승을 차지한 박형경 선수입니다. 이번에 김윤진 대표이사님께서 우승 4켓을 전달해 주시겠습니다. 사진 촬영을 하겠습니다.
자, 앞에 보세요. 네, 잘한다. 하나, 둘.
네, 감사합니다. 이어서 문화용평 신달수 대표이사님께서 우승 트로피를 전달해 주시겠습니다. 세 번째 우승 트로피죠. 네, 감사합니다. 다음은 SBS골프 이상근 한국 대표님께서 우승상금 1억 4,400만 원을 수여해 주시겠습니다. 이제는 전에도 한국 2위였는데 2위와의 격차를 더 벌릴 수 있겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 수상도 굉장히 푸짐한데요. 이와 김윤진 대표이사님께서 맥콜 3년 진정권을 수여해 주셨습니다. 푸짐도 함께 하셔도 되겠는데요. 네, 팬분들도 좋아하시는 것 같은데 여기서 끝이 아닙니다. 수지나 부산이 코지나 안마의자, 클린트 주얼리 세트, 해리슨 텔러 맞춤 정장, 또 문방가 딜리버리 서비스 1년 이용권을 수여해 주시겠습니다. 10주년을 맞아서 우선 정말 감사합니다. 네, 감사합니다. 자, 여기서 끝이 아니네요. 다음은 문화용평 신달순 대표이사님께서 거실 컨트리클럽 명예 회원권을 수여해 주십니다. 박형근 선수가 원래 산악 코스 좋아한다고 했는데 거치를 앞으로 가장 좋아하게 되지 않을까 싶습니다. 자, 마지막으로 한국여자 프로골프협회 김순희 수석부회장님께서 꽃다발을 전달해 주시겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
So many congratulations, Park Hyun-kyung. 886 million Korean won earned through 6 months of the season. Should be a fantastic second half to look forward to. Looking forward to your company next time on the KLPGA Tour. Until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying have a lovely Sunday ahead and bye-bye for now.